that some of the age verification solutions cost tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, which makes it cost prohibitive for smaller merchants. Did you keep that in mind as you were building AgeWallet?
We really wanted to focus our attention on those smaller merchants to ensure that they can continue to be compliant while also having an affordable solution.
You're watching the Segpay News Network. Today, we're speaking with Brady Mills, the inventor of AgeWallet, a new age verification solution. Hello, everybody. It's Mark Pettit in the Segpay News Studio. You know, for months now, we've been covering age verification laws here in the United States and around the world. Those laws have sent a shockwave through the high-risk adult industry, with merchants scrambling to try to figure out how to be compliant. Well, today, a new solution was introduced to the marketplace designed to help merchants do just that. It's called AgeWallet, and we're very fortunate to have the inventor of AgeWallet join us here on the Segpay News Network today. Let's welcome Brady Mills to the program. Hello, Brady. Brady is the founder and CEO of Brady Mills Agency. That's a web technology and SEO firm based in Atlanta. Brady, first of all, what gave you the idea for AgeWallet and what qualified you to build it out?
Yeah, absolutely. Mark, it's great to be here. Our agency has worked with online merchants for more than 20 years, including high risk and adult space merchants, where compliance and security are always the constant challenge, as we're seeing now more and more of a challenge. When age verification laws started gaining traction in the US and abroad, I immediately knew that there was going to need to be a merchant solution that was reliable, affordable, user-friendly. And so with our background in digital strategy, web technology, compliance-driven projects, and our amazing team of developers and data security experts, I felt that we were uniquely positioned to bring a tool like AgeWallet to market, one that will put privacy and compliance and the merchant's needs at the forefront.
So, in its simplest terms, Brady, how does AgeWallet work and how will it help merchants?
So AgeWallet verifies a user's age once through a secure identity check. And so after that, the user gets a digital pass that's stored in their AgeWallet account. And from then on, all they have to do is simply log in and use that pass across any participating website without having to go through verification again and again.
Part of the confusion, I think, with these age verification laws is the difference between age verification and age estimation. I understand that AgeWallet will address both those issues and help merchants, whatever the law is.
Yeah, that's correct. So we have age estimation tools as well as age verification tools. Age estimation uses AI technology to analyze a user's face and come back with an estimate of their age. Of course, if there's some gray area in that age range that we get back from that, we will then fall back to an ID verification through our trusted American vendor.
I saw that France is going to require age verification for US based companies today. With these ever changing regulations, Brady, will AgeWallet work in the United States, in places like France and other countries around the world?
So yes, we're working with our attorneys to create a matrix of all the laws internationally and all the state laws within the United States to ensure that our product remains compliant across the board.
I know that data privacy, user privacy is a big concern for both merchants and users around the world. How does AgeWallet protect that sensitive information?
So we only store what's absolutely required for compliance. So verification documents are all handled securely through our US providers, and they're not stored long-term by us. And any data that we do store is secured with the highest level of encryption. This is important because I do believe that most users are concerned with their data sitting on dozens of websites. It also means that our merchants don't have to manage or protect those piles of customer data.
Brady, what about fraud detection prevention? Is that also built into your solution?
Absolutely. It's a very important part of our solution. Each verification involves a biometric and document check, plus liveness detection to ensure that the person is real and not spoofing the system. Once they're verified, the user's digital pass is tied to their secure AgeWallet account. So it can't be shared, it can't be duplicated, and it can't be faked. We're using additional security methods like 2FA to ensure that the person logging in is the person who owns the account.
We've seen stories out there that some of the age verification solutions cost tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, which makes it cost prohibitive for smaller merchants. Did you keep that in mind as you were building Age Wallet, and how will it be structured for merchants out there?
That was one of the first considerations when we were even talking about this product before we built it. We were looking at the smaller and medium-sized content providers who are struggling to not only meet the regulations and understand what the laws are, but also to pay the high price of age verification and age estimation. So we wanted to really kind of alleviate some of that cost for our smaller and medium-sized clients to ensure that they can continue to be compliant while also having an affordable solution.
Age Wallet is scheduled to roll out in early November. And if you're a merchant watching right now, you can go to agewallet.com. There is a section where you can sign up to join the pilot program. So, Brady, will this be easy for merchants? Will it be a seamless integration? How will that work?
So merchants can add AgeWallet with just a few lines of code or through an integration with our forthcoming API. So once integrated, customers will simply just log into their secure AgeWallet account and present their digital pass. There's no complex re-verification needed. So we really wanted to provide our merchants with a quick compliance tool that also offers ongoing support, and that their users will find a consistent one and done verification experience. So we will provide documentation to any of our merchants for integration, and we have a great development team here as well that can help them with any questions that they have.
So Brady and I have both worked for Segpay for years now, helping get the word out about Segpay services, how it helps merchants all the way to paid. And Brady, we saw the Supreme Court decision come down in June, upholding the Texas age verification law. And I think that's when the shock waves really started across the industry. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. I think that the writing was on the wall for a very long time. We've seen a lot of legislation that some people think attacks free speech. Our goal here is to just ensure that since these laws are coming out, they're probably not going anywhere anytime soon, and there probably will be more of them over time across different industries. We're already seeing this on social media as well. Australia has a social media age limit. So that's something that, we're looking at as those laws come out. We wanted to make sure that we were prepared to address those needs as they come up.
So, Brady, you and I know that Segpay tries to counsel and help clients all along the road to compliance. It's something that we worry about every week, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think that's why there's such great synergy between us and someone like SegPay, because we can deliver along the same mission and goals that they have, which is really to help take their clients all the way to paid, but also it's a way for us to educate and help inform and continue to keep them compliant, which I think is something that SegPay does very well with their clients, is just ensuring that they have the tools and the education. The Segpay News Network is a great example of that, of educating all of their clients and keeping them compliant. And that's something that we want to also provide for our merchants.
I think a lot of publishers and content creators have been angered over some of these age verification laws and have just shut down in some states and some countries. I think that could be short-sighted, because if these laws become universal, you're going to have to figure out how to become compliant, or you're not going to be able to do business. So I think merchants shouldn't leave money on the table, and maybe Age Wallet will help keep some of that money in their pockets, right?
Absolutely. Well, hopefully this is a tool that merchants and larger content providers can implement without a lot of friction, and that will help them remain compliant. I don't think that it is a long-term strategy to simply block locations. These people depend on the traffic that they get from those locations, and eventually all the locations will have their own rules. So, and it's only becoming more and more soon to be half of the United States with age verification laws. So that's a huge portion of their user base. And also the United States is known for its consumption of adult content. So I think that they definitely will need to become compliant sooner rather than later.
If you're interested in AgeWallet or a solution to stay compliant with these age verification laws, go to agewallet.com right now. And again, the pilot program is open and you can sign up. Brady, thank you so much for your time. Best of luck with the solution. And stay tuned for more news here on the Segpay News Network.
Thank you, Mark.